ADW Hatred Slam third show of 2022 by Colton Dennis. Hello everyone and welcome to another night of ADW Hatred Slam. Our picks will keep on coming, said announcer number 2. That's right, tonight, 4 matches with picks on the line. And I can't wait to see who is going where, said announcer number 1. Oh no. I can't wait any longer, said announcer number 2. Well, let's get this night started then, said announcer number 1. Beldings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a triple threat tag team TLC match. The first team to pull the clipboard down will be the next pick for JDW Blood Rumble. Introducing the challengers The Void and Morphos, Thundercrack and the global champion, Hazard. And the Badger and the Hallowed, said announce number 3. Beldings. All 6 start attacking each other. The Void goes to throw Hazard over the top rope. Hazard reverses it, then throws the Void over the top rope. Morphos kicks Hazard's stomach, then throws him through the middle ropes. Hazard lands onto the floor. Thundercrack kicks the Badger's stomach, punches the Hallowed, then turns back. The Badger knees Thundercrack's stomach. Thundercrack groans. Both the Badger and the Hallowed throw Thundercrack through the middle ropes. Morphos double clotheslines both the Badger and the Hallowed, grabs the Hallowed, then throws him through the middle ropes. The Badger stands next to the ropes. Morphos runs, then clotheslines the Badger over the top rope. Come on, said Morphos. Hazard slides into the ring, then stands up. Morphos goes to punch him. Hazard ducks, bounces off the ropes, then does a crossbody onto Morphos. Morphos groans. Hazard picks up Morphos, lifts, then slams him onto the mat. Morphos groans. Hazard runs, then bounces off ropes. The Void clotheslines Hazard. Hazard groans. The Void grabs Hazard's head, then bounces him off the turnbuckle. Hazard groans. The Void chops Hazard's chest. Hazard groans. The Void whips Hazard into the opposite corner, raises his arm, then runs at Hazard. The Badger appears on the ledge of the ring, then throws a small ladder. The small ladder hits the Void. The Void groaning. The Badger goes through the middle ropes, then picks up the small ladder. The Void stands up, then turns around. The Badger swings the small ladder. The small ladder hits the Void. The Badger swings the small ladder again. The small ladder hits Morphos. The Badger looks at Hazard. Hazard runs at the Badger. The Badger throws the small ladder at Hazard. Hazard groans, then rolls outside of the ring. A bigger ladder gets slid into the ring. The Hallowed rolls inside the ring, then stands up. Get the clipboard, said the Hallowed. The Badger sets up the ladder, then starts climbing it. Thundercrack appears on the top rope, jumps off, then dropkicks the Badger's back. The Badger falls off of the ladder, then lands onto the mat. The Hallowed turns around, then goes to punch Thundercrack. Thundercrack blocks, punches the Hallowed, then dropkicks him. The Hallowed rolls onto the ledge of the ring. Thundercrack grabs the Badger, then throws him into the Hallowed. Both the Badger and the Hallowed land onto the floor. Thundercrack looks up at the clipboard, then starts climbing up the ladder. Morphos slides into the ring, then grabs Thundercrack's right leg. Thundercrack tries shaking Morphos off himself, then reaches for the clipboard. Morphos pulls Thundercrack's right leg. Thundercrack lands on his feet onto the mat. Morphos kicks Thundercrack's stomach, sets him up for a suplex, then lifts him up. Hazard slides into the ring, then pushes Thundercrack. Thundercrack lands onto his feet, then does a suplex onto Morphos. Morphos groans. Are you alright? Asked Hazard. Yeah. Get the clipboard, said Thundercrack. Hazard starts climbing up the ladder. The Void slides into the ring, stands up then. Hits Hazard's back. Hazard groaning. The Void sets Hazard up for a powerbomb. Oh my god. Will Void be able to do this to Hazard? Asked announcer number 2. I don't know, said announcer number 1. The Void holding? Hazard then starts shaking. Hazard lands onto his feet. The Void goes to punch Hazard. Hazard blocks, then punches the Void. The Void groaning. Hazard grabs the Void's head, then throws him into the ladder. The ladder falls over. The Void holding his head then appears busted open. Void's been busted open, said announcer number 2. Hitting steel does that, said announcer number 1. Hazard sets the ladder back up. Both the Badger and the Hallowed pull onto Thundercrack's legs, pull him outside, then throw him into the barricade. Thundercrack groans. Hazard looks at both the Badger and the Hallowed, then goes through the middle ropes. Both the Badger and the Hallowed high-five each other. Hazard hits the Hallowed's back. The Badger punches Hazard. Hazard punches the Badger. The Hallowed hits Hazard's back. Hazard groans. Both the Badger and the Hallowed ram Hazard into the ring ledge. Hazard groans. Morphos appears at the top of the ladder. Hey, said the Badger pointing at Morphos. Both the Badger and the Hallowed slide into the ring, then push the ladder. Morphos falls off of the ladder, then gets hung up onto the top rope. The Badger runs, then pushes Morphos over the top rope. The Hallowed sets up the ladder. Get up there, said the Hallowed. The Badger starts climbing up the ladder. The Void grabs the Badger's right leg. The Badger tries shaking the Void off his right leg. The Hallowed kicking the Void. The Void lets go of the Badger's right leg. The Badger continues climbing up the ladder. Thundercrack appears on the ledge of the ring, jumps up, springboards himself onto the ladder, then gets to the top of it. Both the Badger and Thundercrack start punching each other. The Hallowed kicks the Void outside of the ring, runs around the ladder, then hits Thundercrack's back. Thundercrack groans. Come on, get it, said the Hallowed, pulling onto the Thundercrack's left leg. The Badger reaches for the clipboard. Thundercrack punches the Badger. Hazard slides into the ring, then pushes the Hallowed into the ladder. The Hallowed pushes the ladder over. Both the Badger and Thundercrack land onto Morphos. All three are groaning. The Hallowed turns around. Hazard lifts the Hallowed up, slams him onto the mat, runs, bounces off the ropes, then does a running senton onto him. The Hallowed groans. Hazard stands up, grabs the Hallowed, then throws him through the middle ropes. The Hallowed lands onto Morphos, the Badger and Thundercrack. The Void slides into the ring, then runs at Hazard. Hazard ducks. The Void bounces off of the ropes. Hazard does a sit-out spinebuster onto the Void. The Void groans, then rolls. Hazard strands up, sets up the ladder, climbs it, then gets to the top. Hazard's gonna grab the clipboard, said announcer number 1. Hazard reaches for the clipboard. Clobber jumps over the barricade, slides into the ring, then pushes the ladder. Hazard falls, then gets hung up onto the top rope. Clobber is smiling, rolls out of the ring, then jumps over the barricade. Hazard would have had it if it wasn't for Clobber, said announcer number 2. That's for sure, said announcer number 1. The Hallowed pulls himself up, then slides into the ring. The ladder is being set up. The Hallowed slowly starts climbing up the ladder. The Void slowly moving, then sees the Hallowed climbing up the ladder. The Badger stands up. Thundercrack runs at the Badger. The Badger moves. Thundercrack goes into the ring post. The Badger climbs onto the ledge of the ring. The Void looks at the Badger. runs, then pushes the ladder. The hallowed falls off of the ladder. Both the badger and the hallowed collide heads. The badger falls off the ledge of the ring. The hallowed groaning then turns. The void kicks the hallowed stomach, steps backwards, then does a running knee to the left side of his head. The hallowed goes through the middle ropes. The void leaning against the ropes. Hazard runs at the void. The void pulls down the top rope. Hazard goes over the top rope. The void looks at Hazard, runs, bounces off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then does a suicide dive onto him. Both Hazard and the void are laying on the floor. Morpho slides into the ring, looks around, sets the ladder back up, then climbs up it. Morphos might grab it, said announcer number 2. Morphos gets to the top of the ladder, grabs the clipboard, then pulls it down. Bell dings. Here's your winners, Morphos and the void, said announce number 3. Morphos climbs down the ladder. The void rolls into the ring, stands up, then hugs Morphos. Well, congratulations to both Morphos and the void. They're heading to Blood Rumble, said announce number 1. This was anyone's match, said announcer number 2. It could have gone either way, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall and is a 5-man battle royal, where the winner will be heading to ADW. Hatred Slam. Introducing the challengers, Caesar, Beast, Rowdy, Nightmare and Classified, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. All 5 are attacking each other. Nightmare trying to lift Rowdy over the top rope. Beast hits Nightmare's back. Nightmare groans, then lets go of Rowdy. Rowdy lands onto the ledge of the ring, then rolls back inside it. Classified gets bounced off ropes. Caesar drop kicks Classified, grabs him, then tries throwing him over the top rope. Classified punches Caesar's stomach. Caesar lets go of Classified. Classified continuously clotheslines Caesar, lifts him up, then tries throwing him over the top rope. Caesar lands onto his feet behind Classified, then throws him over the top rope. Classified lands onto the ledge of the ring. Caesar tries pushing Classified off the ledge of the ring with his feet. Rowdy hits Caesar's back. Caesar groans. Beast bounces Nightmare off the ropes. Nightmare reverses it, then knees Beast in his stomach. Classified appears on the ledge of the ring. Nightmare grabs Beast, then throws him into Classified. Classified falls off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Nightmare throws Beast over the top rope. Beast lands onto the ledge of the ring. Caesar holding Rowdy. Rowdy punches Caesar's stomach. Caesar groans. Rowdy lands onto his feet behind Caesar, then wraps his arms around his waist. Caesar elbows Rowdy. Rowdy groans, then lets go of Caesar. Caesar turns around, then runs at Rowdy. Rowdy moves, then throws Caesar over the top rope. Caesar lands onto the ledge of the ring, then clotheslines Rowdy. Nightmare runs at Caesar. Caesar hits Nightmare with a forearm. Nightmare falls into the mat. Caesar climbs up the turnbuckle, then gets to the top rope. Beast punches Caesar, climbs onto the second rope, then sets up for a suplex. Caesar punches Beast's left side, lifts him up, then does an inverted suplex. Beast lands face first onto the mat, then groans. Caesar goes to stand up on the top rope. Rowdy punches Caesar. Caesar punches Rowdy. Rowdy staggers. Caesar stands up on the top rope. Rowdy jumps, then kicks Caesar in the left side of his head. Caesar falls off the top rope, bounces off the ledge of the ring, then lands onto the floor. Rowdy stands up next to the ropes. Nightmare throws Rowdy over the top rope. Rowdy lands onto the ledge of the ring. Nightmare looks at Rowdy, then goes to punch him. Rowdy shoulder blocks Nightmare's stomach. Nightmare groans. Rowdy grabs Nightmare, then pulls him over the top rope. Nightmare punches Rowdy's stomach. Rowdy groans, then kicks Nightmare's right leg. Nightmare groans. Beast runs at Rowdy. Rowdy moves, holds the rope, jumps up, then kicks the left side of Beast's head. Beast groans. Nightmare runs, then rams Rowdy's back into the ring post. Rowdy groans. Nightmare sets up Rowdy for powerbomb, then lifts him. Rowdy punches Nightmare, then does Hurricane Rana. Both Nightmare and Rowdy land onto the floor. Bell dings. Here's your winner, Beast, said announcer number 3. Rowdy holding his head. Well, what an ending to the match. Rowdy eliminated Nightmare and himself, said announcer number 2. I've never seen that ending before. Well, folks, up next is an 8-man tag match, where the winners will be heading to JDW Blood Rumble, said announcer number 1. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall, and is an 8-man tag team match, where the winners will be the next pick for JDW Blood Rumble. Introducing the challengers: the Bull, the Bulldozer, Deluge and the Maestro. And their opponents, the Bodyguard, Wrath Hog, Quake and Grimace, said announcer number 3. Bell dings. I got this, said Grimace, turning around. The Bulldozer appears. Grimace's eyes widen. The Bulldozer pushes Grimace into the corner, then throws him across the ring. Grimace lands onto the mat across the ring, groans, then holds out his left hand. I don't think they want to tag, Grimace, said announcer number 2. Grimace looks up, then sees the Bull, Deluge and the Maestro. The Bulldozer grabs Grimace, lifts him up, then slams him onto the mat. Grimace groans. The Bulldozer bounces off the ropes, does an elbow drop onto Grimace, then covers him. 1, 2. Wrath Hog kicks the Bulldozer, then quickly goes through the middle ropes. 2, said referee number 1. The Bulldozer punches Wrath Hog. Wrath Hog falls off the ledge of the ring. The Bodyguard and Quake look at the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer turns around. Grimace dropkicks the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer goes into the corner. Grimace tags the Bodyguard's right hand. The Bodyguard goes over the top rope, then starts punching the Bulldozer's sides. The Bulldozer groans. The Bodyguard steps backwards, runs at the Bulldozer, then does a corner clothesline onto him. The Bulldozer groans. The Bodyguard waving at the Bulldozer. The Bulldozer walks out of the corner. The Bodyguard lifts the Bulldozer up. The Bulldozer falls onto the Bodyguard. The Bodyguard groans. I guess too much weight for the Bodyguard, said announcer number 1. The Bulldozer crawls towards his corner. The Maestro tags the Bulldozer's back, goes through the middle ropes, then starts waving his hands. What on earth is he doing? Asked announcer number 2. I guess he thinks this is an orchestra, said announcer number 1. The Maestro continuously punches the Bodyguard, waves his arms, then goes to punch him again. The Bodyguard blocks, lifts up the Maestro, then slams him onto the mat. The Maestro groans. The Bodyguard holds out his right hand. Quake tags the Bodyguard's right hand, goes through the middle ropes, then grabs the Maestro. The Maestro stands up. Quake lifts the Maestro into his left shoulder, then runs towards the corner. The Maestro lands onto his feet behind Quake, then pushes him into the corner. Quake goes face first into the corner, then groans. The Maestro crawling towards his corner. Wrath Hog gets into the ring. Referee number 1 dealing with Wrath Hog. The maestro tags Deluge's right hand. Deluge goes through the middle rope. Wrathdog goes through the middle rope, then stands on the ledge of the ring. Referee number 1 looks at Deluge. Hey, 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 get out. I didn't see the tag, said referee number 1. What? I tagged myself in, said Deluge. Get outside before I disqualify you, said referee number 1. The maestro rolls into the ring. Hey, I tag him in, said the maestro, turning around. Quake boots the maestro. The maestro groans. Hey, 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 tag me, said Grimace, holding out his left hand. Quake whistles. Referee number 1 looks at Quake. Quake tags Grimace's left hand. Tag, said referee number 1. Grimace goes through the middle ropes, then punches the maestro a few times, runs, bounces off the ropes, then clotheslines him. Oh, did you see that? Oh, that was beautiful, said Grimace, looking at all three of them, then turns around. The maestro does a back body drop onto Grimace. Grimace groans, then crawls towards his corner. Wrathdog tags Grimace's right hand, quickly goes through the middle ropes, grabs the maestro's left leg, pulls him back, then does an elbow drop onto him. The maestro groans. Wrathdog, smiling, picks up the maestro, lifts him, then slams him onto the mat. The maestro groans. Come on, maestro, said the bull. Wrathdog stands up, walks towards the corner, then waves at the maestro. Deluge approaches Wrathdog. Wrathdog punches Deluge. Deluge falls off the ledge of the ring. Hey, said the bulldozer. Both Quake and the bodyguard run, then knock both the bull and the bulldozer off the ledge of the ring. This is breaking down, said announcer number 2. Hey, 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 throw me over, said Grimace, bouncing off the ropes. Wrathdog throws Grimace over the top rope. Grimace lands onto Deluge. Both the bodyguard and the bulldozer are punching each other, then walk up the ramp. Quake goes to clothesline the bull. The bull ducks, then clotheslines Quake over the barricade. Wrathdog turns around. The maestro goes to clothesline Wrathdog, ducks, runs, bounces off the ropes, spears. The maestro then covers him. Referee number 1 sees Wrathdog covering the maestro. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell, said referee number 1. Bell dings. Here are your winners: the bodyguard, Wrathdog, Quake and Grimace, said announcer number 3. Wrathdog rolls outside of the ring. The bulldozer slides into the ring. All four are walking up the ramp, then raise their arms. Well, that was a great match, said announcer number 2. That it was. Now folks, up next is a tag team TLC match. Are you ready for this one? Asked announcer number 1. I'll try to be, said announcer number 2. Bell dings. This match is scheduled for one fall. Is a tag team TLC match. The first team to retrieve the clipboard will be the winners and be the next picks for ADW Hatred Slam. Introducing the challengers, Desire and Rose, and their opponents, Mantra and Essence, said announce number 3. Bell dings. Desire jumps through the middle ropes. Stop her, said Essence. Mantra goes through the middle ropes, then stops in front of Desire. Both Essence and Rose are looking at each other, then roll outside of the ring. A ladder is being grabbed. Both Essence and Rose are pulling onto the ladder. Rose pushes the ladder into Essence. Essence groans, then lets go of the ladder. Rose picks up her end of the ladder, then throws it at Essence. The ladder lands onto Essence. Essence groaning. Mantra rams Desire into the barricade. Desire groans. Mantra folds up a ladder, picks it up, then slides it into the ring. Rose slides into The ring, stands up, runs, then does a baseball slide onto the ladder. The ladder goes into Mantra. Mantra falls onto the floor, then holds her head. Rose stands up, picks up the ladder, then sets it up. Essence slides into the ring, then jumps onto Rose. Both Essence and Rose are rolling around the ring, go underneath the bottom rope, then stop onto the ledge of the ring. Both Essence and Rose are pushing each other. Both Essence and Rose stand onto the ledge of the ring, then continuously punching each other. Mantra slides into the ring, stands up, bounces off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then spears Rose off of it. Both Mantra and Rose land onto the floor. The start groaning. Essence groaning, then turns around. Desire clotheslines Essence off the ledge of the ring. Essence laying on the floor. Mantra slowly stands up outside of the ring. Desire bounces off the ropes on the opposite side of the ring, then does a baseball slide onto Mantra. Mantra goes into the barricade. Desire is sitting on the ledge of the ring, gets off of it, approaches a table, then sets it up. Essence slowly stands up. Desire approaches Essence. A chair goes into Desire's stomach. Desire groans. Essence stands up, then swings the steel chair. The chair hits Desire's back. Desire falls, then groans. Essence looks at the table, drops the steel chair, then grabs Desire. Desire groaning, then gets laid onto the table. Essence hitting Desire's chest, walks, then climbs onto the ledge of the ring. What is Essence thinking here? Asked announcer number 1. Essence runs on the ledge of the ring. Desire quickly moves off the table. Essence stops, then looks at Desire. Desire stops, then groans. Mantra punches Desire. Rose hitting Mantra. Essence climbs up the turn buckle, then gets to the top rope. All three are fighting. Essence jumps off the top rope, then does a crossbody onto all three of them. All four are groaning. Dear Lord, said announcer number 1. Let's hope they're all right, said announcer number 2. All four continue groaning. Essence slowly moving, then stands up. Desire slowly moving. Essence grabs Desire, walks, then places her onto the table. Again, Desire continues groaning. Essence climbs onto the ledge of the ring. Rose approaches, then punches Essence's stomach. Essence groaning. Come on, said Rose. Desire stands up. Both Desire and Rose grab Essence, then flip her through the table. Essence laying motionless on the floor. Dear Lord, said announcer number 1. Mantra bounces off the ropes, then goes for a baseball slide. Both Desire and Rose move, then ram Mantra into the announce table. Mantra groans. Get a ladder. I have an idea, said Desire. Rose grabs a ladder. Desire clears the announce table. Mantra groaning. Then stands up. Rose looks at Mantra, then runs at her. The ladder hits Mantra's face. Rose sets up the ladder next to the announce table. Desire places Mantra onto the announce table. Go. I got her, said Rose. Desire climbs up the ladder. Rose holding Mantra. Desire gets to the top of the ladder. Looks down at Mantra, jumps off, then does an elbow drop onto her. Both Desire and Mantra go through the announce table. Rose looks up at the clipboard, then slides into the ring. Essence grabs Rose's left leg. Rose kicks Essence. Essence falls onto the floor. Rose stands up, walks towards the ladder, then climbs up it. Essence slides into the ring, stands up, then climbs up the other side of the ladder. Rose reaches for the clipboard. Essence punches Rose's stomach, then reaches for their clipboard. Rose punches Essence. Essence groans. Rose sets Essence up for suplex. No way, that's Too high, said announcer number 2. Essence punching Rose's left side. Rose groaning. Essence bounces. Rose's head off the top of the ladder. Rose swaying. Essence reaches for the clipboard. A steel chair hits Essence. Essence groans, then holds onto the ladder. Desire picks up the steel chair, then throws it at Essence. The steel chair hits Essence again. Essence is still hanging onto the ladder. Desire grabs the steel chair, then throws it again. The steel chair hits Essence a third time. Essence falls off the ladder, then lands onto the mat. Rose, said Desire. Rose grabs the top of the ladder, pulls herself up, reaches for the clipboard, grabs, then pulls it down. Bell dings. Here's your winners, Desire and Rose, said announcer number 3. Rose climbs down the ladder, then hugs Desire. Congratulations to both Desire and Rose, said announcer number 1. They deserved this win here tonight. They fought hard, said announcer number 2. They definitely did. Well, folks, we had another great night. More people got picked. We want to thank you for watching. Be safe out there and good night, said announcer number 1. Bye-bye, said announcer number 2, waving. The crowd is cheering. The end.